You check your phone before you're even fully awake. Not for information, for contact. A notification, a message, a sign that someone out there knows you exist. It feels small. It feels like a habit. But the real answer is far stranger. Your brain is running a survival program that is millions of years old. And it does not care about phones. It cares about one thing only: whether you are alone. In the 1950s, a psychologist named Harry Harlow ran an experiment that would change how science understood connection forever. He separated infant rhesus monkeys from their mothers. He gave them 2 artificial replacements instead. One was made of cold wire, but it dispensed milk. The other was covered in soft cloth, but it offered nothing to eat. Every monkey chose the cloth. They clung to it for hours. They ran to it when frightened. They only left it briefly to feed from the wire mother, before rushing straight back to the soft one. Food was not the priority. Comfort was. Contact was. Harlow had discovered something science did not want to believe yet. That connection is not a luxury layered on top of survival. It is survival. You were built the same way. Long before language, before fire, before tools, your ancestors survived in small, tightly bonded groups. A human alone on the open savanna was not clever. It was prey. There were no locks on doors, no emergency numbers, no walls. There was only the group, watching each other's backs while everyone slept. Isolation did not just feel bad, it got you killed. So evolution did something ruthless and brilliant. It made loneliness hurt, not emotionally at first, physically. Your body still treats social disconnection as a threat to your life, the same way it treats hunger or cold. That ache you feel after a bad breakup, after a friend stops replying, after a holiday spent scrolling instead of talking, that is not weakness. That is an alarm system, thousands of generations old, doing exactly what it was designed to do. In the early 2000s, a researcher named John Cacioppo spent decades studying this alarm system directly. He found that chronic loneliness raises cortisol levels. It disrupts sleep. It weakens the immune system in measurable physical ways. Cacioppo discovered that the human body responds to prolonged isolation almost identically to how it responds to physical pain. Your brain does not distinguish clearly between a social wound and a physical one. Being excluded activates the same neural regions as being hurt. Why would evolution build something so unforgiving? Because for most of human history, disconnection truly was fatal. A member of the group left behind, a hunter separated during a storm, a child wandering from the fire at night. The body's punishment for isolation was not cruelty. It was calibration, pain that severe exists only to stop something that severe from happening again. But here is where it gets stranger. In the 1970s, a developmental psychologist named Edward Tronick ran what became known as the still face experiment. A mother would play warmly with her infant, smiling, responding, connecting. Then on cue, she would turn away for a moment. When she turned back, she kept her face completely blank. No smile, no response. Just stillness. Within seconds, the infant grew distressed, reaching, crying, trying everything to restore the connection. Not because anything physically changed. The mother was right there, but the responsiveness was gone. And the infant's nervous system reacted as if something essential had been threatened. You do this too. Every day. You just do not notice it anymore. That flicker of unease when a message goes unanswered for too long. That subtle tension when a friend seems distant during a conversation. That is not overthinking. That is the same ancient circuitry Tronick captured in infants, still running quietly in you as an adult. Connection is not just wanted. It is monitored constantly, beneath conscious awareness, which brings you back to your phone. It is not really about notifications. It is about a nervous system built for small tribes, dropped into a world of billions of strangers, trying to find any signal that says you are still part of something. Every like, every reply, every small acknowledgement taps directly into a system that once meant the difference between life and death. The tragedy is that modern connection is often wide but shallow. Hundreds of contacts, few real bonds. Your body cannot tell the difference between meaningful closeness and its digital imitation, not immediately. So it reaches anyway, hoping the wire mother might, this time, feel like the cloth one. Here is the twist most people miss. Loneliness was never a flaw in the human design. It was one of its most important features. It was the mechanism that pulled scattered individuals back into groups, back into safety, back into each other. Without it, humans might never have formed the tight cooperative bonds that let a slow, clawless, fragile species survive ice ages, predators, and famine. You are not broken when you crave connection. You are functioning exactly as designed. The species that dominates this planet did not get here through strength or speed. It got here through the discomfort of being apart and the relief of coming back together. Every hug that lowers your heart rate, every conversation that eases your shoulders, every voice that answers when you needed one to, is your biology completing a circuit that began hundreds of thousands of years ago around a fire, in the dark, surrounded by people who would not let you face the night alone. So tonight, when you feel that small pull to check your phone before you're even fully awake, notice it for what it actually is. Not a habit, not a distraction, a signal older than history itself, quietly confirming the only thing it has ever wanted to know. Whether you are still connected, whether you are still safe, whether you are still, in the oldest sense of the word, home.